Hi Virgos, Trishna here. Welcome to your December 2019 love reading. So Virgos, I heard your call, and so I'm doing your video out of order. I'm skipping over Cancer and Leo. I also heard Leo's call, so they're going to be next. So poor Cancers are getting skipped over, but I feel like they don't need their reading just yet, but I heard your call, you wanted your reading, so now we're doing your reading. So how this video is going to go is I'm going to share some intuitive insights that I've already picked up on for you, and then the rest of this video is really going to be focused on a tarot reading. So once I'm done sharing the intuitive insights, I'm going to shuffle the deck, I'm going to pull out some cards, I'm going to show you the cards, and we're going to go through each one of the cards for this video. So what I'm feeling for you, Virgo, is I feel like regardless of whether or not your relationship status situation has improved, you yourself are doing better in some ways. So you are feeling better, you're feeling more whole, you're feeling more complete, you're feeling more in your power. And whereas before you may have felt like you couldn't live without this other person, or you're really struggling to live without them and be in separation from them, or you were just really dealing with a lot of sadness and depression regarding this person, I feel like now you feel like you can live without them. You don't want to live without them, but you feel like you could. And you feel like more of yourself, you feel more complete and more whole without them now. Whereas before, without them, it was just really a struggle. And before, you may not have been looking forward to the holidays, and I feel like a part of you still isn't. But I also feel like a part of you is looking forward to it more than you were before. So obviously, you would like your relationship status to improve, and the holidays can kind of trigger a lot of sadness. So there's a little worry about that, but I feel like for the most part, you're feeling a lot better. You're looking forward to the holidays more than you expected, and you're really being your own person. So, and that's really all I got for you, Virgo. Like for the other readings that I've done so far, I've picked up on things for the beginning of 2020. But for you, this is where it ends. It's you're feeling better. Your relationship status probably hasn't really improved or changed much, but you are feeling better, and that's the end of that. Like you could live without them now. You know that if you had to, you could. You don't want to, but you could if you had to, and that right there is progress, Virgo, because before you can attract a partner, one that who is fully committed to you, you first have to be fully committed to yourself. You first have to know that even if nobody else is around, even if nobody else loves you, that you love you and that you will take care of you and that you will be perfectly fine by yourself. And once you've achieved that, that is when you start calling in better partners who are really committed, who want to show up, who want to stay. But the commitment first starts with committing to yourself. And I feel like a lot of what you're going through is to teach you that lesson. That's why there's a struggle. It's the sooner you learn that lesson, the sooner you make peace with just being by yourself, the sooner you make peace with the reality of what if I can't be with this partner that I want. The sooner you make peace with that, the sooner you're going to find love and probably with the person that you want. But you have to go through this journey. This journey is very important because it's teaching you a lot about yourself. This is a lesson that you need to learn, and until you learn that lesson, you're going to be in separation. So you're making a lot of progress, but that's what you need to know is that this is a journey. This is something that you need to learn. This is a way that you need to grow, because even when you are with a partner, they're going to have their ups and downs, they're going to have their successes, and they're going to have their lows, and you need to always be very strong in yourself regardless of what's happening around you. And that is just a life lesson that we all need to learn, and right now the universe is being super harsh with you to teach you that lesson, but it is very empowering once you learn it. And this is a lesson that we always have to continuously learn throughout life. It's like the continuous journey of like trusting in ourselves and trusting that the universe is looking out for us, but every time gets a little bit easier. So the lesson is very harsh right now, but it is teaching you this lesson at a very, very strong level, and every repeat of this lesson is going to be so much easier. It's going to be a breeze. You're going to be able to handle it like no problem. So once you learn this lesson here, you will get everything that you want, but learn the lesson, and life will be a lot easier going forward, especially in your romantic life, once you learn this lesson. Okay, Virgo, so I think that's all that I have to share with you on that. So I'm going to shuffle the deck, I'm going to pull out the cards, and I'm going to show you the cards, and we're going to start the tarot part of this reading. All right, Virgo, so here are the cards that I pulled for you for December 2019 love reading. So in this video, we're going to talk about this top row right here, and then in the extended, I'm going to go over the last 6 cards if this reading resonates and you're interested in watching the extended. So the cards that we got for this reading are the Seven of Cups, the Death card, the Chariot, the Knight of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, and the Moon card. So with the Seven of Cups, what I feel is that you're really in this state of a lot of confusion on what exactly it is that you want to do, because there's a lot of pain involved no matter which direction that you go regarding your current romantic situation. You could try to be with this person or wait on this person, but then there's a lot of emotional pain of having to wait on them and wondering, will they ever come around? And then if you're actually with them, will they stay? Having to rebuild trust, having to overcome a lot of the hurts that they've caused for you for the past several months, or even recently for some of you. Then there's the other option of maybe I don't wait for them and I move on, and there's a lot of pain with that, of letting somebody special go, or letting go of somebody that you've had some history with, that you really felt connected with, that you really got close to, or that you really made some relationship progress with, like your relationship kept up leveling and now it's gone. So letting go of that has its own pain. On top of that, it's like, well, if I do stay with this person, maybe things will go really well, but then also they're kind of fickle. So what if a little bit later things completely change and they end up being this, putting me in the situation or being kind of a monster in some way. So there's just a lot of confusion in that. I also feel like with the Seven of Cups, some of you may be trying to consider other options aside from this person that you are maybe watching this video about, trying to get information on. You may be considering other options. You may be dating, you may be not dating, but like looking around and noticing other prospects just from afar, kind of like eye candy or something like that. So you may be, there's like a lot of confusion going on, and none of the options really seem joyful. And I think that you considering other options is actually a really good thing. I feel like you considering other options is what has helped you move on and find completeness in yourself and not be as dependent on this person and needing them in your life in order for you to be happy. Because again, Virgo, that is the lesson. You don't need anybody else to make you happy. And that may seem really hard to believe or something that you don't understand right now, but that is the lesson that you're learning right now. That is a journey that you're trying to make, is happiness comes from within first. And when you're happy, that is when you can bring in a happy relationship. And when two people are happy in a relationship, you guys are just sharing all that you have together. And that makes the relationship something special versus something that's always up and down, in and out, over and back, just a mess. So I think it's okay that you've been considering other options. I feel like that has really helped you move forward and detach from this person a little bit and gain some more independence in yourself, and that is a positive thing because that is what is leading you towards moving forward on this journey and being able to attract a positive relationship even with this person. Because I do feel like the potential is there for you with this person. And I feel like that's what everything is leading up to. So the quicker you learn this journey, the quicker you can get with the person that you want, which is who you're here watching about. So this Death card here, usually Death card represents something coming to an end and a new beginning happening. And usually there's some kind of situation that comes to an end. I don't feel like there is a situation here that has come to an end. I feel like this Death card is very internal. And this kind of reminds me a little bit of Taurus, but of course your flavor is a little bit different. With the Death card, I feel like you're over the kind of relationship that you have had with this person when you were together and also when you've been in separation, trying to make things work with this person. You are over that. You do not ever want that situation again. If the two of you are to work out together, things have to be different. Things have to change. You will not repeat what has been going on. You are over it. You are done with it. And that's where you're at. Like I was saying in the insight portion of this video, the first part, there isn't a lot that I have to say about beyond December because that's just that. You can live without this person now, or you're very close to being able to do that. That's that. If they're not willing to step up, if they're not willing to contribute, you can let them go. They can be gone. So I feel like that is what this represents. You want to move forward towards something that is better for you. You want to move forward towards something that is fruitful. You want to move forward with somebody who actually loves you. And if this person can't do that, then you are ready to let them go and open your heart up to somebody who can. So that is a transformation that I feel like you have made. Now, the Chariot, what that represents to me is that I'm done with them if they're going to continue with this. I feel like the Chariot is saying this is not a negative view that you have. You're not being petty. You're not being a disgruntled child, like, you're not giving me what I want, so I'm over it. That is not the energy that you're coming to about this. The Chariot represents that you have really thought about this. You've been looking at this whole situation from a very enlightened perspective, very illuminated perspective. We've talked about this for a few videos now. Virgo, illuminated, enlightened. And you've really looked at this from a very calm place. You found a sense of self-love, and you've been really looking at your situation from this place of self-love in your core. And that is where this decision is coming from. It's saying, I love myself enough to know what I deserve, to know what I truly want, and to know what I should get. And I like, now that I know what I deserve and what I really want to get in life, that's all that I want. And it's from a very healthy place is what I'm trying to get at, Virgo. You're making this decision of, I don't need you anymore, from a very healthy place, not a petty negative place. And all of this whole transformation that you've been making is leading to this Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles to me represents that you're going to be getting an offer soon, either from the person that you're interested in or from somebody new. And this offer is going to come in a little bit slowly, because if this is the person that you are watching this video about, they've had some things to deal with, and they are working through those things, and they don't want to make a mistake. They want to do things right. They want to do things well. They don't want to move too fast, and then they end up having to retreat. If, like, when they come back, if that's who is going to come back, they want to make sure that they are here to stay. So all this transformation is bringing this person or somebody new into your life who has plans to stay, and that is why they will be moving very slowly, but they will be making moves. You will see it. It will be a transition, and I think you will be okay with their pace. You will be like, okay, we're getting something. And the progression will be slow, but it will be continuous. A continuous progression. It won't be like slow, you have to wait a few months for the next step. It's like slow, wait a week, slow, maybe wait 2 weeks, slow. And basically, like, this progression may seem slow, but when you look at where you are 6 months from now, there will be a very strong bond between you. So every step of the way is going to be worked on, and that's a good thing. You don't want to just leap. You want every step. You want the foundation to be very, very well built, and that's what this person will want to do. Now, if this is somebody who is not who you're thinking about, if this is a new person, or somebody, whoever, if it's somebody that you're not thinking about, if it's somebody different, they may be coming to you slowly because maybe they have some hesitations about you and whether or not you're really in it to win it, because maybe they know that you're hung up on somebody else, or maybe they've had a past experience where they were really interested in someone and that person ended up leaving them or wasn't really into them or was hung up on someone else, and they're just worried that you might be a flight risk. So they'll be coming in very slowly with an offer, but for different reasons. They're going to be testing you out and seeing, like, how invested are you really, and they will gauge their steps based off of that. If they feel like you are somebody they can feel safe with, then they will start moving quicker, start becoming more passionate, start really investing and putting the ball in the game, or like really like making moves and like truly being a partner. But if they sense otherwise, they're going to take things really slow, and they may end up even like being too slow to the point where like they don't message you immediately all the time, or they take a while because they're just not sure about you. So that's how this energy plays out regardless of who ends up coming into your life. I feel like with this moon card, there's a lot that is hidden, and I feel like this is related more towards a person that you have in mind right now that you would like to get back with. I feel like there's a lot of things that they are trying to work on within themselves. There's just a lot that's going on that they can't really express, and that's something that they're working through, and they've been working through, and I feel like they're making progress on it. There's still more to do, but they are in a place where they can be this Knight of Pentacles and actually start entering into a relationship with you again. So maybe before there was so much turmoil going on within them that they just couldn't be with you. They just like were so lost in it, so consumed by it that it literally took over everything about them. Like their entire mind space was just completely gone. So they couldn't be with you. But now they're in a place where they've managed it, and so they can be with you and work on it at the same time. This card right here kind of represents your partner and where they've been lately. I feel like they've kind of been having fun and kind of in a mischievous way, like maybe not, like they've been having fun without you instead of really investing in you. And so I think that if you know this, it's been a little bit hurtful because it's like, I've been here waiting for you. Like, I've been here supporting you and waiting for you and loving you. And you've just been having a grand old time as if you don't even want me anymore. So, like, this may have hurt a little bit. You may have felt a little cheated or like they weren't being very forthcoming. This is past energy, I think, or like present energy, but it is moving away because they are overcoming this moon card and they are starting to get very serious about coming back. So this is a bit of a painful card, but I do feel like it is coming to an end and things are really moving in a positive direction. Again, remember that your success in relationships right now may seem like it's in the hands of other people or in the hands of fate, but it is actually 100% in the hands of yourself. It's all about how quickly you learn to love yourself and be happy alone with yourself and not have a void that needs to be filled. The moment that you're able to do that, the relationship that you want, which I think will be with the person that you had in mind here, will come into fruition really, really quickly. But you have to be comfortable with being separated from them. You have to find a way to be at peace with that and to understand that that's just like how things go across life. Like we want things and sometimes we see the signs for them, but then there's this period where we have to wait or wonder what's going on, and it's really important to learn to be very comfortable in that waiting, confusing period of time, because that's almost like a test of whether or not you're ready for the real deal. So be comfortable with the confusion, be comfortable with the uncertainty, be comfortable with being separated. That is a test to see if you are ready. And if you pass that test, you will get everything that you want. So that concludes the YouTube portion of this reading, Virgo. If you are interested in the extended, you can access it at the link at the end of this video. It's www.patreon.com/Trishna. In that video, we're going to cover these last 6 cards, and then we'll pull additional clarifying cards if needed. So if you're interested in what those cards are, we have the 9 of Swords, I always get stuck up on Roman numerals, the 4 of Cups, the 3 of Cups, the Page of Cups, the 10 of Cups, which is like fulfillment and happiness, and there's a lot of cups here, which is about love, and then the 6 of Pentacles. So it looks like there are some good things to come, but remember, you got to work on yourself. You got to pass the test. See it as a test. And understand that this is a test that will come over and over and over again across all areas of your life. And the people who are successful, who manifest their desires, Virgo, I'm giving you like a key to life here. The people who manifest their desires learn to be comfortable in the silence, learn to be comfortable in the quiet, learn to be comfortable when nothing is happening, when it looks like things aren't working out. Learn to be comfortable in that and you will have mastered life. So that concludes this video. Thank you so much for watching, Virgo. I hope I earned your like and your subscribe. I hope that this reading was valuable. If you have a comment, please feel free to share it, and I will see you in the extended, and if not there, then I will see you in 2020. All right, bye, Virgo.